Yes, I'm back. Hello. No, it's not a stream video. I'm here recording for you. I was going to say live, but we know that's a lie. It's not live. I'm recording again. We're doing another run. We're doing recruit this time. We have gotten very lucky, actually. I just took the first recruit that I found. Luckily, he has the assassin summon, which is the one that I kind of like a lot. I want to use it more and kind of get used to it. But we were given the relatability generator. Skill cooldown speed increased by 40%, and stunning releases a wave that stuns other nearby enemies. Thankfully, it has a dizziness on it, so we get a stun straight away no matter what, which is very good. And the giant's axe for more damage. So we got a double rare set of items at the start. Ooh, very cool. One might even say that's a rare occurrence. I am not going to apologize. You apologize. Now, we summon the assassin. Thankfully, by using an ability, we get that little stun coming out, so using an ability pretty close range isn't even like a problem anymore for the recruit, because that stun keeps him pretty safe, in all honesty. Now, the actual assassin himself, he spawns, he attacks forward. I can't remember if I've actually shown the assassin before, but the assassin appears near random enemies and will charge into them. He basically just is a very easy way of getting some cheap and very cost-effective damage out there. I'm going to take a skull room at the beginning just to guarantee that I can get him upgraded to at least rare by the time we finish the adventurer fight. That is one of my main goals in this. I have no idea what I want to do as far as a build for him is concerned. Some people would recommend mutant, others would recommend cooldown stuff to make him very spammy. Others will tell you that he needs some damage on him, otherwise he's not going to kill anything. It takes too long to actually do anything noticeable damage-wise, but basically I'm gonna have to just let it be and rely on the heart of the cards, you know. I'm gonna have to wait and see what happens item-wise, because it's been a while, it's been a hot minute since I jumped on the recruit. I wasn't a big fan of the changes they made to him. I feel like he got a little bit over-nerfed. Oh, the Berserker Skull, that's not bad right there. But we can still make it work. That's not to say that we can't make it work. It is still very, very, very possible for us to get something very, very good and very, very busted as a result. Oh, the summon decided to kill the tree upstairs instead of the big guy that I was hitting. You know what? That's fine. My assassin was just being a... Okay, now where did he go? Now, did the assassin just like fall off the edge or something? What happened there? Ah, he's falling into the spikes. He's appearing next to the tree and falling straight into the spikes because he's not that smart. Oh, the poor guy. Okay, we can swap out Skul and get some Alchemist. That feels very good. A lot of this stuff right here is something that I don't want. It's a lot of magic. Ew. Magic in my run. Ooh, Inner Malice. Swapping brings out your Inner Malice, dealing physical damage, poisoning nearby enemies, and increases physical attack. You know, the fact that we were given a mutant item so early in the run, maybe it's going to be like a mutant poison kind of build. What if we did that? Yeah, we could try that. Let's take Inner Malice now. I could take the Carleon Insignia as well. I mean, re-rolling... I could re-roll, but I don't really want to sell most of this just yet, so I wouldn't mind taking the Insignia for some early money. Take it nice and early. Maybe we'll find another treasure item, like the Golden Sword. Something that I can take and, you know, just have in my back pocket. Now, we're gonna freezies you. That's right, we actually don't get access to the freezies this early. I forgot that he just doesn't get that. Now, we're going to have to also consider if we're going to do concentration stuff, because Little Recruit does, as he upgrades, rely on concentration for his extracurricular activities for buffing his friends. No, it's meant to inflict freeze. Why didn't it freeze her? Was she just immune? I didn't even see if it said unstoppable. It might have said unstoppable. I'm sorry. Nice as heart. No, we do have access to the clown here. We'll sell the clown, get some fragments, and come in here and recruit. Be upgraded to rare. Thank you very much. Now, I'm not sure if anything really changes for him now besides, you know, squad members that are near me get a 20% damage boost, as well as, I think my assassin, and yeah, he now fights for a little bit of time. We now have the proper summon. He will fight for a little bit. He does an attack and then stays out. Now, part of the problem here is that if you'll notice, my little assassin summon, he's okay, but he's not exactly doing lots of damage yet. We're going to have to scale him up and really assist him in doing a lot of damage. The initial summon is where basically all the damage is. Press the button, does damage, and then the fact that they stay out and continue to fight, consider it a small bonus. Don't consider it the actual benefit, like the main thing that you want to do. It's just a bonus. He's not Gravy, right? There's a big difference between him and Gravy. Gravy wants to summon them and keep them out so that they fight for him and, you know, it's all good. However, Recruit wants to quickly rotate his summons as fast as possible. The more that you can get out, the better. And not necessarily have them fight for you. You just want that initial punch, you know? So, for example, that attack right there. Do all the big damage. And now, it's more so that he's just here doing a little bit of extra. It's nice, right? It's not bad. It's not good. It's just good. Did you get mixed up? I know you did. I could take the cross and get some, like, stun stuff going because we are going to be using the relatability generator for the foreseeable future. It's just a good thing to have. It's basically the grace, just with some different effects on it, as opposed to relic and some healing. But I'm gonna try and tunnel vision a little bit more towards what I want, which is some mutant, and maybe even some concentration items. Stiffening nearby enemies whenever I concentrate. Whenever concentration ends, crit rate is increased for 1 second. That's not bad. Technically, I should start getting some concentration items, so we'll take this one and move on. We'll do some more skull rooms to get to at least unique. The beauty of Recruit is that, as opposed to a lot of other skulls where I want to kind of balance items and fragments, Recruit, wow, just jump into it, why don't you? Recruit genuinely does benefit from upgrading sooner than later. One, he needs a second summon that he can use, and two, he has a lot of passive benefits, like a new mechanic entirely that he doesn't have access to just yet, that we really want to give him. Now, thankfully, the teacup stiffening nearby enemies, which if you're not sure what stiffening is, whoops, that little green circle coming out around me. Stiffening is basically just another way of saying hit stun. So whenever I hit a dude, see how they recoil? And they're all like, ah, you hit me in the face. Stiffening is doing that effect, just without actually needing to hit them. So it's holding them in place. But we've got quite literally the I'll hold you punch combo going on. The little green circle is holding them so I can deliver the concentrated punch. And it basically means that Recruit is now able to do his concentration slashes more consistently and not get bullied as a result, because normally you try and concentrate and the enemy is like, look at this guy holding his sword instead of actually swinging it, and then just hits you, right? And it sucks. This lets us get away with it just a little bit nicer, you know? Now, big elite enemies are still not going to care entirely. That big guy is still swinging his hammer because, you know, you don't hit, stun, stiffen these guys normally anyway. But against the smaller enemies out there, it's handy. Can you kill that guy for me? As I said, the damage once they're summoned isn't spectacular. It's mostly you want to do it for the normal attack. I have missed this hunter up here, haven't I? How did I know it was you? It's always this guy. Now, we do have mutant. I need to be doing swaps more often because we have our malice. Some arson. Our malice does want us to be swapping back and forth. I will try and do that more. However, I do need to find a physical skull as a secondary.
Sorry, dude. I can't be there for the Recruit run. My sapling just got his first leaf, and you know how it is. You got this, though. Iggy.
However, I do have, spoiler alerts, a stream run that I received very recently, and by received I mean it wasn't intentional, but we did a stream run with Shield that I will end up cutting and putting up on YouTube at some point soon, because it is a very particular Shield run that kind of exemplifies what Shield is. People ask me all the time, hey, Beelz, can you do another Shield run? That last one was super, super long, and I hate you. And thankfully, I got you, dude. I got another Shield run that I can give. I've got one. I've got one. It's okay. I'm here for you. How much damage we're doing with regular slash? It's like 20s to 30 crits. And then the concentrated slash is currently doing... That was an explosion. 30 non-crits. Roughly. Kinda. Kinda. It's inconsistent, but kinda. No, die. Yeah, get him, dude. Bully him. Like I said before, I need to be swapping more. Die. Give me a good... Ooh, ah, no! No, the samurai. I'm actually gonna let the... Nah, I'll take the samurai for now. I'll take it for now. We already had our samurai run recently. Remember the samurai run? It was fun, wasn't it? It was really fast and speedy. I'll use samurai just for the meantime, so I can benefit from some good swap synergy. Some decent damage coming out here, dude. Because we are going to be inflicting poison on our opponents by swapping and getting a big damage boost. It was 60%, wasn't it? The sphere, we'll take that for now. I think it was 60% from Inner Malice, right? Yeah, it is. 60% for 12 seconds. That's good. We've also got the 2-stack of Mutant. What else has Mutant on it? Where am I getting Mutant from the second one? Oh, the axe! I forgot the axe has Mutant. I completely just didn't realize we already had a 2-stack in it. That's good, dude. That's really good. Damn, they're really throwing out some fortress items, aren't they? I don't want any of these right now. I am hunting... Ooh, see, Inner Flame doesn't help me that much because it's magic damage, but it is another mutant. What's the 4 mutant? Swap skill damage is amplified by 35%. That's a big damage boost. Like, you may not think it's a big damage boost, but amplification is a multiplier. It is not, in fact... Wait, do I have Heirloom? It's not, in fact, additional. It's multiplicative. I have the access to Heirloom with that. I should just get rid of Sphere Sniping. I'm going to take it for now. It's kind of dead weight, sort of, but we can make some use of it. Broken Dagger is also not a bad idea. Getting some bleed. Bleeding is not bad, dude. Bleeding is pretty nice. I like to try and get a little bit of bleed on most of my physical builds these days because bleed is just... It scales so well. I have double arson now. I just realized. Fun. But I've already taken something. I need to be very cutthroat when it comes to selecting these. I want to get a good run with Justice Served. Every 15 seconds, your next attack inflicts stun. I think Justice Served and a good stun build with this hammer would be kind of fun. Just constant stunnery, just back and forth. Nah, let's leave. We're kind of done here. I'm going to come into a skull room, try and find someone who I can use. Nah, take that. There we go. As a good secondary for my recruit. I don't really want to keep Samurai because I kind of need Samurai as bait fodder for... That other guy didn't die. For fragments. Is that my dog I can hear? If you can hear woofing at the moment, I apologize. I think I can hear my dog barking. I don't know what at. She likes to bark at random stuff outside. She's the kind of dog, and I know everyone's had a dog or knows a dog or at least understands the dog trope, where this particular dog doesn't know what's outside, doesn't care what's outside. She's just gonna bark at them no matter what, right? She's just like, there's something out there and I'm gonna woof at it. And I'm gonna keep woofing at it forever and ever. Do I have access to... I do have access to Revenge if I decide to get rid of one thing. Ooh. Revenge would be kind of handy. At the moment, I'm not sure what I want to ditch, though. I need to ditch, obviously, like, these two down here. I eventually get rid of this. Nah, we'll skip it for now. Look at me actually considering the Dark Quartz. What a time to be alive. Considering Dark Quartz. That's insane. She teleports as long as you're right next to her at the start. Yeah, damage. And big explosions. The swaps are doing so much damage. Wow. Okay, the swaps are doing a lot. We're doing some big deeps. Ooh, little basic sword boy is not bad. I would actually like to do this. Just to... Then again, the dagger is cool, but unfortunately we are a balanced skull. So you know what? We're going to swap out samurai for basic sword. Some of you are crying right now. Some of you are just screaming, why? Why? That's because they both have swords. They're both little common normal boys. We have the commander and his soldiers, including sword. How cool is that? Now, we have access to his new meter. I'm going to explain the meter because I don't believe I've done it before. So, we can hold down the attack button. We initiate concentration. We know that. However, the gauge fills when enemies are hit by the concentrated attack. Up and attack will consume the gauge and increase my squad members' attack and movement speed by 100% for 7 seconds. They attack and move twice as fast. And the physical damage of my goons is increased as long as I'm near them. This encourages you to play very differently from how you used to play back in the day with Recruit, where you would just summon soldiers and then play keep away. Bit like Gravy. Summon guys and then just run around the screen in a mad circle and just never fight, never engage, just only spam summons, right? Now they want you to be in there, actively fighting. When swapping, we still do a charge attack and deal damage. But the assassin appears near 3 enemies and charges them, and then fights for 10 seconds afterwards. So his big initial slash is repeated up to 3 times now. And we have the giant soldier, which is actually really good, because that tackle that he does just does massive damage. It does drag the enemy, which is similar to, I believe, Champion's Dirty Smash attack, in that if there is an enemy in the way, they get carried. Now, you can see the blue glow around their bodies. You may have seen it before while I was using summons. That indicates the 20% damage increase, right? Let me resummon my dudes. And if I use the buff, now they're big glowing, they're doing big damage, and I need to use concentrated slashes to build my meter, as you can see. So the optimal idea is we want to wait until we have cooldowns and our big thing built up. We're going to summon our dudes, we're going to activate our buff, and then we're going to join our men on the front line and battle. You don't need to use the buff twice the way I just did right there. Preferably save your buff and use it every time you summon new dudes. I try and overlap it with summoning both at once, so both summons get the buff. But because the cooldowns aren't aligned and there's, what is it? There's like a 6-second gap in between the summons. If you summon them both at the same time, you can see my assassin came off cooldown much faster than my big man. This gives a good reason as to why cooldown builds aren't that bad for him. And why I'm keeping that generator we got at the very start that does increase our cooldown by 40%. I wouldn't mind finding the pocket watch and keeping it this time, don't worry. Decent damage, no, I'm getting stunned by the little maid. The little slave person, rather, is attacking me. Ow. Get her. Yeah, there we go. Shoulder versus shoulder. Whose shoulder is bigger? I'm gonna buff him. We're gonna zip over through here. Summon this guy. Now, as you can see from my little assassin guy here, he is not glowing with the big blues. That is because if you buff and then summon, they don't retroactively gain the buff. They have to be out on the screen. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. See ya, Rosary. I need to do a gargoyle run and get all the good aerial stuff like the Rosary, etc. I feel like that'd be really fun. See, the initial burst by summoning is really strong. When you very first summon dudes, it's really, really good. I don't rely and worry too much on them doing big, great things after they've been summoned. If they want to run around and fight with me, that's cool. But for the most part, I am just worried about them. I'm just going to do regular slashes. I'm going to fall off the edge. I can feel it. I'm worried about them just doing their initial summon combo. Big damage, and then we move away. If I have my meter to buff them, I'll buff them and I'll fight with them and all that. But it's not my main objective right now. We have Rockstar here. I should actually be taking Rockstar instead of little sword guy. I wasn't doing much swapping there. I wanted to show off the mechanics. And we'll... Sorry, sword. We'll get rid of sword and work our way towards getting a better secondary after we ditch Rockstar. There's just too many fragments here to pass up. I see Succubus up there. Succubus isn't bad. Yo, check out the money situation. That's pretty, dude. That's real pretty. No, we're going to re-roll and try and find... Ooh, here we go. The Trainee's Necklace. Concentration speed is increased. However, magic attack is also boosted. All we're getting is 40% increase to concentration speed. I don't really care about Antique whatsoever, and Wisdom is nothing. So this is kind of more for, you know, your warlocks out there who use magic concentration as opposed to me. My item that I really want is the Teacup. And there's one other one that I can't remember the name of, but I really want it, and I'll know it when I see it. But in the meantime, maybe the Execution Axe. No, I can't. I'm thinking too far outside the box. I'm trying to just like, what if I just get big damage? I mean, I could take some big damage and ditch this. Yeah, let's just ditch this for now. I kind of want to keep the double arson because this, when burn damages another burn, there's a chance for just burn to go everywhere. Plus this inner flame synergizes, and we're kind of doing a lot with our swap. Like, no joke, we are doing a lot more with it than I expected. I'll get 400 if I sell that, so we can rotate here and obtain the Grudge Stone. Still no mutant. I just want one more so I get the maximum effect. That's all I'm really after. But we'll have to wait and see. Get the swap, summon the assassin. I'm gonna come and kill these guys real quick. Assassin, can you get him? Can you get him? Nice, the assassin's cool. Now we summon Big Man, summon a fresh assassin, buff them all up, and everything's dead. Look at that. Decent damage, dude. It's decent. It's decent. The only hard part is getting used to concentrating, but luckily the teacup is kind of saving us on this one. Normally, I loathe doing concentration stuff, and it becomes very, very tedious and difficult to do without wanting to throw yourself off a cliff because I just don't like concentrating. As you can tell by the way I play my games, I just don't concentrate ever. I just do random stuff and and hope for the best. And if you're very quick, you can actually summon your goons and buff them before they even finish doing their initial attack, which I believe is a good way of increasing their movement and attack speed. Oh, you were so close. You were so close, Bomber. Oh, I actually don't want to take him because I can't. Nah, I'll take him. I'll take him. Why not? Bam. There's a little bit of bad synergy there, but you know what? I'll live with it. Stop it. Oh, big man versus big man. Go. Throw hands. Throw hands. I don't know, dude. So far, I'm kind of enjoying the recruit run. It's going a little bit smoother than I expected. I was waiting for disappointment, depression, and anxiety because recruit normally doesn't go very smoothly for me. I can stiffen them from up here. Oh, that's funny, dude. Buff them up. Get them summoned. And get them buffed. Attack. What the hell hit me there? Was that an upward swing from the spear, dude? Summon my assassin. I shouldn't need to worry about anyone else. My assassin and I can take care of this. Oh, I forgot. You're still alive. Die, dude. 2 hits with the concentration slash. Good damage. Wow. With hack, no less. Wow. You really are giving me some crazy stuff this run. The game is throwing as many things at me as possible and saying, come on, dude, take it. You know you want to. Now, even if I were to ditch Predator, we'd only get to about 82 or so. So I may as well take him for now. We'll take him into the fight. We'll finish the fight. We'll try and get some more skull rooms and polish this off and get me activated to Legendary by the time we finish the next Adventurer fight in Act 3, which is pretty good. Getting into a Legendary by Act 3 is not bad. That's pretty normal if you're chasing a lot of fragments early on. If I'd found a succubus, not succubus, what am I thinking of? The Harpy Lady. If I'd found the Harpy Girl earlier and maybe even some legendary skull action, it would have helped. There we go. Avoid that. You can't really see what's going on. I know I can't see very well what's going on. I tried the double dash and I flubbed my double dash. I'm not really seeing what she's doing that well. Yeah, I thought so, lady. What? Oi! Your sister is dead. That was cheap. That was cheap. You saw that, right? That was cheap. I'm calling shenanigans on you, lady. Buff the boys. I'm not using his hack just yet. A little bit of it now. Swap out. Oh, run away. Summon goons. Die. There we go. Wow, that was cheap. She attacked me after her sister died. Why would you do that? Where's my dude going? He's just walking away. Like, he's heading for the elevator. Big Charger Boy is keen, man. He's keen. He wants to go away. He wants to leave. He wants to get out there. The imps? Ah, you know what? Whatever. Let's just summon the imps. It's a shame the imps don't count as a summon that I can buff, right? 50% chance to inflict burn. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. I mean, if this could have been such a swaggy arson run now that I think about it. But yeah, okay, all right. I'll take him. I'll take him. There we go. Get the cool bit. Did I just get guillotined? Sorry, guillotined. People are gonna get mad at me for saying guillotine incorrectly. Don't even lie. You guys don't speak any better Italian than I do. Alright? You don't speak better Italian than me. I was born in Italy. I speak fluent Italian. You have no idea. Guillotine. Creme brulee. Flamen waffle. I'm so good at my Italian. Stop it. Stop it. Summon them, buff them. And now that we've summoned and buffed them, I can actually just swap out into Predator. I don't really need to stay and recruit once they're out. The cooldowns are there, waiting to be reapplied. Bam. The main benefit to staying in recruit after you summon is just to continue doing some more concentration slashes and build your meter up. Which, by the way, you can do on dummies, so, you know, always be prepared. I see some mutant. Swapping for the 3rd time stuns nearby enemies. It's so funny how they nerfed this. Like, they realized how powerful this item really was. And even before the update, the bead was slept on, dude. The bead was really, really, really good. And they had to make concessions to make it nerfed. I think it's time to ditch the insignia. We're not getting any treasure. You watch me get, like golden sword, pot of greed, the ring. I'll start getting all the good treasure items now that I've solved that. But this does put us at 4 mutant. So our swap skill damage is amplified, which is kind of sad because Predator doesn't do damage on his swap, so he's not benefiting whatsoever. That's fine. We're selling him eventually anyway. And in the meantime, my strategy is kind of just to polish off something else. We've got one there, we've got one there, we've got one here, and we've got one here. But there are plenty of other better swapping ones. I want to get the bone that lets me get better swap synergy. That's what I really want. My god, these imps are all over the place, dude. They're tearing the shop apart. I'll get them out in a second. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. They're ruining your business. I understand. Let me just re-roll it out a bit and get... Ooh, thank you. Thank you. Whoa. Prince's box? Does have mutant, but it doesn't really have a good primary benefit to it. Like, then again, this doesn't either. This doesn't do anything for me, but it does have arson. And as long as I've got this, which I need to get rid of anyway, Prince's box is just 20. Like, it's wisdom and it's 20 life. It doesn't really do anything. Instead, we'll take the Thieves' Blacksteel Dagger, and I think it's time to actually get rid of the Burning Scriptures anyway. We're going to lose our double. Now, unless I am mistaken, our summons, I don't know, like they fixed it a while ago that the summons can benefit from items, because before, the summons weren't benefiting from things like Gunpowder Sword or Thieves, like on-hit effects just weren't triggering. I don't know if the summons attacks, where did he go? Come here. Themselves have a boost to critical hit chance. Come over here. Smack it. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. The initial summon, I think, is what does the criticals. I just don't know if he's doing critical damage. What are you trying to attack? There's a crit. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. I'm not sure. I'm trying to see, but who knows? I mean, it's Thieves' Blacksteel Dagger. Let's just go with it and see. If you happen to have confirmation as to whether or not Thieves works that way, and is indeed crazy good because it works that way, let me know. But I haven't had enough time to... Oh, you devilishly delightful person, you. The pocket watch just when I need it. Swapping, concentration speed boost, cooldown boost, antique. Which is whatever. But mutant. This is the item for our build. This is the item for recruit. Because not only do we get some cooldown speed boost for more summons, concentration increase for easier concentration attacks, and the mutant, which is exactly what we need. We get to keep our double antique. Fantastic. This is exactly what I need. I'm actually not sure what else to do now. I need to get rid of the gauntlet. The gauntlet's not really doing anything. Keep this. This is good for now. Keep this, keep it. Yeah, we're actually like looking really, really good now for our itemization. It's insane. How have I done this? How is this possible? Look how fast that attack is now. I am throwing my face into danger though, and I really shouldn't. Wow. Please hit him. Please hit him. I'm missing and whiffing all over the place. Warrior, you know what? Let's swap out and take Warrior just so that we can get rid of our buddy, the Predator, and then we can come along and push him against the spikes. Summon. Are you gonna hit the tree? You can't teleport up there to hit the tree, can you? And no, wait, he can. He was just being lazy for a second. It's okay. It's okay. Now, the cooldown is reduced so much that we're getting much better access to spamming our summons. This is really good. Do some of this, do some of this. I'm gonna smack this. No, I'm not, because my little assassin buddy is going to do all the work for me. I was about to say I'm gonna slap this tree. I got confused. Would you believe that I thought that that recruit was one of my guys? Shout out to the old days before they changed the appearance. Gargoyle's not what I want. Okay, so we're gonna be stuck with Warrior for a bit. Warrior looks like it might be our secondary, which isn't too bad because he also concentrates, so it's kind of synergistic. Don't want to talk about it. I'm trying to keep an eye on what in the world is happening in this corner. I just need like 1 or 2 more concentrates just to buff them. And then we swap, then we do this, then we do this. I just stood there and got hit by that. Call me the fool. Tackle attack. Can I reach? I can reach. Sexy. Die. There we go. There we go. Could have been better. Could have been better. But you know what? For now, it's fine. The Silent Sword. Amplified damage from behind by 25%. Amplification, like I said, is very, very, very good. We'd also get Hidden Blade. Now, directional-based stuff, we discovered this a while back. Now, directional-based attacks, when it says from behind and it comes to summons, it specifically will activate depending on where I am standing. So I'm going to take this for now and probably ditch the Berserker's Gauntlet. We now have access to 2 in Hidden Blade. So the first attack on anyone is going to give me a mark for 35% more damage. However, like I'm saying, I don't have any dummies in here. If I summon my goons and then I were to stand in front of an enemy, my goons won't get that benefit. But if I summon goons and I jump behind my target, even if my goons are in the front, like for example, let's just assume that these dummies are facing forward, right? We do like 40 to 50 damage. If I come around here and I hit him from behind, it should in theory go up, but I'm not sure how dummies facing requirements work. But if I summon my boys and they're attacking, if I stand here, no bonus to being from behind. If I stand here, they should receive a bonus from being from behind. So it's kind of wiggly and a bit finicky, but technically, you know, we should benefit from this here and there. Not constantly, but here and there. There is also something to be said for, I don't know how this interacts with Samurai's big slash that goes through dudes. So if he does his like cut and zips past a guy and he's on the other side before the damage actually triggers and explodes, does he benefit from that? Does that count as being behind the enemy? If so, this is just really, really good for him. Before it was very finicky and hard to kind of like determine, but now I'm hoping it's gotten smoother and easier to do. Now I'm going to summon my goons. I'm going to buff my goons. I'm trying to do concentration while on a treadmill. It's not very easy. Don't do that. I need to quickly let you guys see that all of the mechanics are mostly the same, except now when you activate the buff, instead of just getting a movement and attack speed bonus, we're actually giving them 30% more physical damage as well. So the buff is now more important than ever. Being near them gives them an extra 20%, so we can actually make our goons 50% stronger. Very, very good. When swapping, we summon 3 squad members to fight for 10 seconds as well. So swap in, summon dudes, buff them, go to town, right? There's a good flow and synergy to this. Our assassin now attacks 5 times. Big soldier guy drags, smashes with hammer, does an AoE, hits nearby dudes at the same time. He's very, very good, very, very strong, right? However, while I don't have access to my big buff that I can give to my goons, I am just gonna do a lot of swapping back and forth and not get hit by that. Be tackled. Wait, I'll take that. Give me that. Give me that. I'm thinking to myself, what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna like stand there and get hit by it? Oh, there's the golden whip. Don't care about that. All right, there's my goons that I'm summoning. Just had to show you that I can still indeed summon guys from swapping in because I don't know where the last ones disappeared to. Swap out to warrior for a moment. Oh, special room. Hello, hello. Don't mind if I do. I will use you guys as fodder for the moment. Let's see if we can get this for under 500. I'm not sure what our kill capabilities are, But I'm going to assume that they're not stellar for killing expediently. I'm just going to say right now, I don't think speed is the thing that I'm going to benefit from terribly in this. Not doing too bad so far. Oh, 376. Very nice, very nice. 562. That's kind of why I wanted to get it under 500, because there's a pretty good chance we'll get a unique in this area. Now, every 5 seconds, your physical attacks get amplified for 20% more damage based on power skulls. Also has the bone synergy, which every time you swap on the 5th time, the swap cooldown makes you invulnerable for 2 seconds. The bone synergy is very nice, but I don't really think I'm gonna get many bones, because the only bone that I can really get there's the swapping bone and the bone of madness. If I get those 2 bones, they're the good ones that I want. The other ones I can't really benefit from too much. It's not really, you know, it's not really my thing. Now I'm gonna kill this guy and swap out here. I'm gonna save my big buff. We're gonna come down here. We're gonna swap, activate all the goons, and then buff all the goons. And then the goons are going to kill everyone, and it's fantastic, and yay, go do goon things. Yes, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Fantastic. And it gives me the symbol of toughness again. God, they're so generous, aren't they? I'm going to use the dummies. Just quickly get my meter back up. Swap out. Come over here. Take an item room. I don't think I need to worry about it on these guys. Nah, these guys are weak. I'll do the summon stuff when I get down into the actual conveyor belt section. Summon my goons down there so they can kill the little minions for me. Summon goons. Buff up the goons. Come over here and push that guy into spikes. Push him towards spikes. Summon assassin. Assassin's going to kill that guy nice and easy. Bam, look at that. The assassin summon is like one of my favorite summons that Recruit has now. Actually, both of these are my favorites. I'm not a fan of the archers anymore. Shoutouts to common archer Recruit from back in the day. He was so OP, it was amazing. However, these days, the archers are kind of meh. I'm not a big fan of them. What am I after? The build is really, really good right now. The only thing I could really replace is this. I could also replace the Silent Sword if I find something particularly strong. We have options. Ooh, double misfortune clone stamp, you don't say. 15% crit rate for just taking 1 item. It's not bad at all. There's also... nah, we'll avoid the clone stamp for now. There's a lot that I could have done. Ah, look, arson, yes. Yes, I know it well. Aha! That's what I could be doing, is actually pushing for some more mana tech and mana cycle. Get my cooldown stuff even lower. Using skills decreases all skill cooldown every 4 seconds. You know what? The mana tech, I'll take that instead of the Silent Sword, because the Silent Sword is doing stuff. It's just, it's very finicky, you know? It's very finicky. And I'd much rather lean into... Wow, I called it, didn't I? I called it. I'd much rather lean into guaranteed synergy than, you know, finicky stuff. So the ring, one of the best items in the game, also has mutant on it. How good is that? Physical and magical attack boosted by 40%, attack speed by 30, crit rate by 10, skill cooldown speed by 50%, which is enormous, by the way, and 50 max life. I'm kind of like debating, like you've got your Thieves Blacksteel Dagger, right? You've got things like Master Fighter, Pot of Greed, you've got Gunpowder Sword, you've got so many items that could be quote-unquote the best item in the game, but the ring might actually just be the best because all of these stats are so just mercilessly good that there's very little wiggle room that you should just not want it ever. Like, you should just always want this and always take it. Now, I am looking at all my mutants are locked in. They're all good mutants, so there's not really any mutants that I want to get rid of. I could get rid of the bead, to be fair. Every 3rd swap stuns an enemy. I don't really need that effect. I mostly just need the mutant on it. That way I could still keep my execution axe, which has my double arms, you know, physical attack boost. I'd be losing 95% physical attack by ditching this axe. That's a lot. That's more than I'm willing to lose. I am willing to lose a stun once in a while. That's not really something that I need. So the ring keeps my synergy. The ring gives me a big boost to cooldown, big boost to damage, big boost to everything. I think that's like the best thing I could have found in the entire shop. I think now... Oh, I should have used the dummies to farm some buff juice. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. I'll just do what I do and obliterate these guys with great relish. Nice. Push him into it. Summon my goons up here. I'm not going to actually use my buff. I'm just going to summon them there. Summon another one there. That guy can run over that way. Is that the slime I see? Dude. I was going to swap out and then wait and then swap back in, and I want to get a big burst of damage when the second set spawn in. What? They died? Dude, I'm waiting for the second set of ads. Where are the second set of our ogres? Yo, there are hands here, dude. I've never really noticed that their hands are just... Oh, dude, 7 hands. That's kind of metal. Anyway, the slime. What would I like to double? I mean, I'd like to double a lot of this, but... What can I afford to ditch in the hopes of doubling up on something? There's nothing I want to ditch. There's like... This is one of those cases where if I ditch one thing, I'm gonna miss it. Maybe the Manatech Circulator. Like, this is 40% skill cooldown time. It's 1 Dizzy, which is whatever. But the double Manatech, the skill cooldown by 40% is just really, really good. But using skills, decreasing all skill cooldowns by 1 second every 4 seconds is not the strongest effect in the world. I'm just taking it for a bit of extra synergy. I might ditch that. If I get double Luxurious Teacup, that's kind of a dumb meme, but I don't want to get rid of it because I still need it. I'm going to ditch the Circulator and have that be the thing that gives me some extra room. A free body. Let's go, dude. Give me the ring. Oh, another axe? You know what? That's not even bad. I'm not even mad at that. I could have gotten double dagger, double ring, double teacup. Double malice would have been really good, actually, for the double poison. But this way I actually avoid losing damage. I gain a bit of damage from this, 50% more raw damage, and I gain execute, which I didn't have access to before. So we're leaving a mark on weaker enemies, damage amplified by 60% on weaker enemies. That's not bad, dude. That's not bad at all. I'm okay losing my circulator for this. This is fine. Ah, why not? Let's just jump down and fight down here. Summon goons, buff the goons. Go, my goons. I am supposed to fight with them, so I may as well come down here and throw some swings myself. But my skill cooldown time is so... just insane that I can get summons out way more frequently than I should be able to. There we go, waiting for those guys to finish them off. I see we're coming up on the Chimera, so I'm going to quickly... Look how fast that concentrating slash is. We're going to swap out. We're going to come in here and fight the Chimera. I have... Wait, that's... Which axe is that, by the way? Oh, that's the Life of Power Skulls axe. I've got 295 max life. I was just thinking to myself, I've got a lot of life in warrior mode. Is that the... It is definitely the life axe. I thought it was doubling the swap axe. I was going to say, yay, warrior swap is going to do big swap damage now, but no, it's not. Alright, goons, come over here. Swap, activate, do this. And now my goal is to get lots of concentration. That's really mean. Do this. I'm going to get a bunch of concentration and get this meter filling up. And then we will swap when he goes away so that I can swap when... Now! And then activate all my stuff. There we go. Pretty smooth, actually. Very smooth. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the recruit, dude. Why is the recruit so good? Ah, Contaminated Core is something, but I actually don't think I can fit anything else in. Like, I could get rid of one of the axes for, like, Hope Slasher, you know, just direct upgrades on top of what we already have, but there's no need for new synergies. There's no need for new anythings. We're kind of just done. We kind of have it, dude. We have it. I should swap out. Actually, I shouldn't. I should be swapping back into my recruit and hitting dummies, but... Actually, no, there's no dummies after the Chimera fight. Wild. Swap, activate all the goons. Get concentrating on them. Wild, dude. Absolutely wild. Kill the lady. There we go. Now, I don't know how good I'm gonna be at fighting dudes on these platforms. So, you know what? I'm just not going to. How about that? Now, for the real meat and bones. And by that, I mean I'm getting poked really badly. Stop! There we go. Oh! Oh! What? You can't be serious! I forgot this thing existed. The big multi-dimensional light show? Dude. Gay beams, let's go. The prism sprays lasers nearby and explodes, dealing damage, Manatech, and mutant. That's that. Dude, this is insane. I may have to ditch an axe, but I don't want to ditch an axe. I could ditch this axe. I still keep my arms, I lose less damage that way, and I keep execute, and I don't need more mutant. I could just, yeah, I should just ditch this axe. I still want this. Like, I don't need this, but I want this. And I would gain access to Manatech. Yeah. Need. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to ditch the mutant axe instead. Now we keep our mutant. We've gained access to Manatech. In addition, look at all the stuff we've got access to. Mutant, Antique, Arms, Execute, Manatech, Poison, Dizzy. And the stats are not that bad. 320% skill cooldown, 345 physical, and good crit rate too. But that crit rate goes up a lot. I mean, if you're not aware, Thieves' Blacksteel Dagger is the source. It is the reason for the crit. 75% crit rate. Insane. Insane. This, I was saying before, I don't know how the run could get any better. This. That's how the run gets better. That's on a 30-second cooldown. I just wasted it, but you know what? I don't care. I need to I need to see the light show. This is popping off. This is actually popping off. I don't need that. I'm not going to do the room. I don't care. I'm just running away. I'm leaving. How are you guys doing, by the way? Are you well? I went down memory lane recently. You want a topic out of nowhere? I went down memory lane recently. Shoutouts to all my fellow 90s kids. And I went back and I looked at some OG Power Ranger stuff. And I realized, dude, the original Megazord is one of the most metal things in all of childhood, right? In all of childhood, period. The original Megazord is so metal. Watching that thing stand up again, like for the first time, and it's like, and when it's all like combined, the pterodactyl lands on the chest, the head comes down, bam, Megazord activated. And the sword from heaven, we need the power sword, the Megazord, whatever it is now, and it's like, wah, and it slams into the ground. I'm not... critical hits deal additional physical damage. Each subsequent critical hit performed within 5 seconds after the last one amplifies damage. This is just really good. It's just really good, and I kind of want it. I kind of want it, dude. It's really good. I'm gonna ditch one of the axes for it. Forget it, dude. Just come on, baby, light my fire. Anyway, what was I saying? The Power Rangers thing. Right. In the original Sentai, in Japanese, I didn't know, but I do now, that the sword that they summon in their version is called the God Horn. And I'm like, dude, why don't we get the super metal version of these shows the way that the Japanese get them with the Sentai? They're more adult, they don't pull their punches as much, and they call their weapons the God Horn. Like, come on now. That's just badass. I want the God Horn sword, like God Horn manslayer of sin's perdition, you know, all this. We just throw words with the naming conventions of my weapon right now. Feel the wrath of the God Horn. I love it. Absolutely love it. Kind of like how I'm loving my damage right now. This is wild, dude. Let me swap out to Warrior real quick, just so I don't waste my chance to get the light show. I don't think I really need to care about anything, although Spectre is kind of just funny, you know. Spectre is kind of cool, just for the fun of it. And I don't really... What the hell? Yo, the imps are pissed. They're glowing with just badassery and... Wow! Wow! Have I found every mutant item so far? Attack and movement speed boosted for 5 seconds. 120%. I don't need it, though. It's not really that necessary. Crits inflict poison would be something I'm interested in if I didn't already have Inner Malice, because we are critting a lot. I can't really squeeze anything. I would have to ditch the Execution Axe as being like the last item that doesn't have any synergy. I could, but I don't think my summons don't benefit from my stats, do they? I mean, if they did, then this would make them really powerful, but nah, I don't need to. There's the golden sword. I knew it would happen. Technically, I could take it and get 2 out of 2 treasure. And then just spend some money, and my attack will go up to 70%, which is better than the 50% that I'm getting from this axe. Technically, we're making gains. I just need to start dumping money. So, I need to get up to, what, 70? That's not too hard to do. I just need to start, yeah, there we go. Just start spending money recklessly. Let's go. Reckless expenses. Just call me Robert Downey Jr., dude. I'm Iron Man. I can throw money at stuff. You know, Batman, Iron Man. Money is power. Let's go, dude. My superpower is my currency. Also, I don't expect Spectre to do a lot for me. I'm kind of just taking it because it exists and it's fun. Look at me cheekily opening up that chest real quick. Hey, you mind if I open this real quick while we wait? Ah, see, there you go. You see how the big guy did his tackle and he stopped that ring of attacks coming out? I mentioned this earlier on. The big guy's initial tackle attack is very much like the dirty smash the champion has. It'll interrupt attacks. It will interrupt attacks. How cool is that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful, careful, careful. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get off the edge. Big tackle. Big tackle. Big swings. Okay, they're both doing it. Dudes. Genius. Absolute genius. I stopped him. I didn't mean to stop him. I was kind of going for an off-the-stage knockoff, you know, but wow, I just jumped into it. Yeah, right, the light show can take care of him. I mean, I'm trying to push dudes, and I'm hoping that my summons will do it for me, but if they don't want to do it, then that's fine. They don't have to. They don't have to. That's not necessary. They can just do whatever they want, I guess. Now, please, for the love of God, don't be the archer girl. Oh my God, I hate. Sometimes. Alright, all the summons. I can't see what she's doing at all. Summons. Can't see a damn thing. Trying to not accidentally be in harm's way. I summoned him facing the wrong way. He does not automatically face who I want him to hit. Swapping to get the light show going. And so I can get a new set of big goons. Minimize the damage we just took right there. I got stunned. Speaking of stun, tackle her. I'm getting bullied. We're not doing as much damage at the moment. Need to get... There we go. Nice, nice. She only took, like, most of my life. God, she's a pain. She is the worst to deal with. Flame Dragon might be kind of good. I wasn't really worried about Spectre. I just wanted to get rid of the imps. But you know what? How about a dragon? Let's go with the dragon instead. I don't need money. I can kind of just, like, work through the rooms normally and get cash and then blow it all in the shops. I can kind of just work with that, you know? We have treasure. Money isn't really our big issue right now. Get tackled, son. Please kill him. Big man. Big man, go hit him. Go smack him. I demand that you go smack him. Okay. Dragon plus big light show all at the same time. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Big stuff. I don't know who's who. This. Ah, there he is. I physically was like, where is he? Where's Big Man? Where's Big Man? I don't know where Big Man is. I got mixed up. I got visually mixed up. There were too many hammers on the screen, dude. I'll just walk away and leave all that behind. I think I've got access to my light show again, don't I? I do. There you go. Enjoy that. What do you mean you didn't break? Break. It's a shame I couldn't find another skull that benefits tremendously from mutant. Like, I wanted Kabuma. but I wasn't prepared to invest in Kabuma. There we go. Slash, 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 slash. Big attacks. Big attacks. Buff the dudes. Keep them buffed. Keep them happy. Keep them well fed. Keep them well read. Demonomicon? No. Moving on. Moving on. I'm trying to blitz it now, dude. I'm just trying to rush my way through. Now, the more dudes that you hit with your concentration slash, you can see it's filling faster. I feel like this is something that I've missed out on explaining to you. It is based entirely on how many dudes you hit, so you can just, like, if there's a big wave of dudes, you can fill that meter really quickly. Now, I'm not sure how well the assassin summon goes with breaking totems. Oh, bullied in the corner. I knew it. There's the chest. I'm not sure how well he does with breaking totems. I don't think he targets them. But the big man's tackle will just go whatever direction you're facing, so that's fine. Tackle attack. Okay, get knocked on the ground, I guess. Summon that dude. Kill him. You'll kill him. I know I will. Yeah, well done. What do we have here? Mana attack booster? I don't... No, I don't care. I just don't. No, the light show! I wasted it. I wasted the light show. Oh, the immediate summon. If you stun the summoner guys, they just summon their goons immediately. You can't stop them. Stunning them actually makes it harder for you. Wait for it. Summon. This isn't building any meter. I feel like it should build meter. I feel like attacking that totem should build meter. And it's not. And I hate that it doesn't. Run over here, run over here, run over here, run over here, run over here. I'm just gonna swap to Warrior. I feel like he could... Ah, the light show. Let's go. Nice. Once there's a lot of stuff on the screen, it can be kind of hard to keep up with, but at the same time, it's really fun. It's really fun seeing all these things on the screen. I just gotta keep an eye on which one is me and which one are the enemies, dude, because I'm getting mixed up. There's a lot of bodies on the screen right now. I feel like I'm playing a Sengoku Basara game. Or a Warriors game, you know, a Muso game. No, stop. Shout outs to those games, by the way. When they developed those games, I don't think they realized just what they were creating. They were creating an addiction for a whole generation of players. There we go. Finally, back to the shop. Now I can just spend money recklessly and get this thing maxed out. So, we're at 38%. Oh, look, it's the bone. This is one of the bones I wanted. Using a skill summons an area of bones. It has the bone synergy. Every 5 swaps, the swap cooldown is refreshed and we become invincible. I can no longer afford to put this anywhere. Otherwise, I'd take it just in the hopes that I would find the... Oh... Dude, I was prepared to just not have a thing, and now I gotta have the thing. I'm sorry, Gold Sword. You've only made it to 43% of your potential. But this is disgusting good, and it's just way better. Golden Sword is amazing, though. Let's be honest. Golden Sword actually does scale incredibly well. I don't really need to waste money anymore, but I'm just looking around. I'm just looking around. Look at these good items. Nope, sorry. Gunpowder Sword is godlike. We need to take this instead. Just so I can also see, because I understand that Gunpowder Sword has been made to work with summons. And I need to see that for myself. Yep, it's triggering. Yeah, it's triggering. Yeah, dude, that's a sick buff. That is not even just a sick buff, that is the buff. Get sent into the sky. Now, were those lights going upstairs? I don't know if they... No, they did. They broke something up here. Yeah. I don't know where he... Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know where he's... That still reached! Dude, the range on that hammer. No. 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 Summon. Buff. Slap. He turned around. I went past him though. You saw that. I went past him and he turned around and fired back the other way. Cheater. Cheater, cheater. Booger eater. Sorry, I'm becoming 5 again. When did I stop? Someone, I'm calling you out. Someone was gonna be like, you mean you're not already? I'm calling you out, dude. Hey, the lights are exactly where I need them to be. Cool. Buff everyone up. Blitz through the wave of dudes. And get given the Mane of the Beast King. Pretty sick. Hold on. For a start, I'm getting life back. We are concentrating on these dudes. Swapping out nice and early. As we go, the light show is coming back. Everything else is coming back. Feels good, dude. Feels good. That pocket watch, though. Doing good things. What's the secondary effect of the pocket watch? Concentration speed. Right. We have a lot of concentration speed on the swaps. I was thinking to myself, is it the other way around? Is it baseline swaps and it increases cooldowns when you swap? No, other way around. Joan time. Hello, Joan. Now, this is going to be really rough. Recruit has always had a hard time on Joan fights because his summons have this this quirky habit of jumping off the edge and not staying on her platforms, which makes it a real pain to actually use summons in her fight. Thankfully, we've got some pretty disgusting damage on our side. So I can kind of make use of everyone else's damage if I really need to. Summon them all, buff them all. I can walk away. I don't need to stay there. I've got goons to work for me. Summon. Start doing your slashes. I got hit by that guy somehow. I don't understand. I'm gonna swap real quick. Summon the lights. Summon the dragon. Buff everyone. My screen is covered. If you were to ask me, hey, Beelz, what's going on the screen? I have no idea. I'd be like, yeah, me too, dude. I have literally not a damn clue what's going on. Swap to warrior. We're going to get our triple summon. We need to quickly get some concentration done before we summon and buff everyone else, though. Get me just like 2. Yeah. Buff them. And big dude's already dove off the side. My archers are... Where am I? My archers are kind of doing good, though. Oh, that was weird. I shouldn't have done that. Waiting patiently. Waiting. Can I summon you here? 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't see a thing. Where is she? Whoa! I'm getting mixed. The dragon is mixing me up. Trying very hard to use concentrated slashes, but it's not working super well because she's never in a spot where I can do concentrated slashes. You know, shoutouts to Joan, the hardest, most annoying and difficult fight in the entire game for most of the cast of the characters. Purely by virtue of the fact that she moves around so much. And many characters want you to at least be grounded for a particular amount of time, you know? And she takes that idea and she's like, haha, but what if I wasn't? I'm trying to get my summons out before she does anything and get them buffed. I don't... Wait, I've got one big dude that's on the platform. I can no longer do my concentrated slashes without going into the balls. I got a space really special, particular spacing. Yeah, so 6. Get away. Your lasers, my lasers. Let's see whose lasers are more lasery. She just stayed there and repeated herself. Burn. I don't know where she is. Apparently I got tagged right there. Oh, thank you, finally. This fight is a nightmare with Recruit, dude. It's a nightmare. About as bad as doing it with a Power Skull. Hunter's Wooden Longbow, very cool synergy, very cool item. Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no, we're not doing that. My items are more or less, you know, my fate is sealed. My items are done. Now, the glory of what we're doing with this is that with the hero fight and other future boss fights for Recruit, the idea is I can't really stop and do lots of concentrating to rebuild my meter. The meter is not like a rotation thing that I can really just, you know, every single time I swap, I'm going to have meter. I kind of can't commit to that. I'm going to have to pick my battles here and there and just have the meter effect be like a thing on the side, you know, the cherry on the cake. Wow. That was the dumb Arminius. That was the... Ooh. Troll is good. It means better access to guaranteed gunpowder sword procs. Dragon is also really nice, but you know what? I like the troll. I like the troll a lot. It synergizes with my personality. Like that, like that, like that, like that. I am convinced I'm about to get hit by a dude because they're getting too close. Cool. Save my swap. I was going to swap now, but I'm going to wait because I'm going to summon the disco ball. I hate the fact that I can't control the disco ball, and I really want to. Hey, look, it's that time again. You know, words and stuff. Thank you guys for being here. Shoutouts to all the dudes asking for a recruit run. I see you. I hear you. I have accommodated you. I hope it's everything you want it to be. And if not, that's fine. I also understand. Because sometimes recruit just doesn't do what you want him to do. But I think it's been a really good run so far. I really enjoy it. I think that this is like... maybe not optimal and like the best build that you can get, but it's damn close. I'll tell you that right now. It's actually damn close to like one of the best builds you could get for him. If you were going for like a heavy mutant while still having decent damage kind of run, you know. Alright, summon all the goons, activate Troll, and then we go ham. I can't see what Daddy's doing. The screen is very cluttered. I'm getting very messed up by that. Gonna swap out some of the disco ball. Ow! Activate all the goodies. I'm not kidding when I tell you that I can't really tell what he's doing. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I'm having a really hard time seeing anything. Yep, that's fair. I'm just playing it safe, dude. I'm playing it so safe. And by safe, I mean I'm running in and throwing my face into him, and I'm just hoping for the best. Gonna grab those and be cheeky. Alright. Summon dudes. Activate Quint. Don't run into that. Big slash. Summon new dudes. Try and go for a couple of quick cheeky concentration hits. That lightning is chasing me, dude. It's not meant to, but it's chasing me. Ah. There is just stuff on my screen. Stuff on my screen. I should name the video that there is stuff on my screen, and I don't know what's going on. Dude, that's such a cool name. I should make that the title. If the title of the video is there's stuff on my screen and I don't know what's going on, then we made it, dude. I didn't forget to name the video that. After the process of going through like rendering and editing and all that, I did not forget to name my video the cool fun meme name. He lands. He does the thing. I'm gonna swap out so I can get a fresh swap while the getting's good. What? Big slash. I'm anxious. Help. Oh, I can't. Oh, what's he doing? Dude, I genuinely, I can't tell. Why did it come from that side? It shouldn't have come from that side. All right. Forget the concentration thingy for a minute. Can't see. Damn thing. Lost life. Can't see anything. No idea what happened. What's good, dude? What's good? Oh, really cool. That guy's outside the wall. Hey, yo, can I call foul? This man's knocked my goon outside the wall and I need him inside the wall. Thank you. Damn, dude. This is so hard when you can't... He's still tackling. He's still going. Yo, turn around, dude. You're slamming in the wrong spot. This guy's head is on the other side. Turn around. It's so hard when you can't see. And I can't see. Summon some goons. Get a quick swap out. Summon the laser. Gonna swap back in. I'm gonna activate this. We're gonna get some fresh summons. I still can't see what he's... That's the beam. Like, do you guys know what's going on? Could you see what was happening in that second phase back there? Because if you tell me that you can, I'm going to call you a liar. Nah, you probably can. I'm looking at too many things at once. Yay, we did it. And we only almost died, despite the fact that we were pretty... I mean, not super healthy, but we had like 135 life coming in from the start. I hope it's been everything that you wanted. It's been requested for a good while now, and don't worry, I know that Hunter needs to happen at some point soon as well. I did a Hunter run on stream, but it was pretty meh and not really worth uploading, to be honest. It was kind of like a drag. It was really long and kind of crappy. But don't worry, I'll get onto it at some point. I've got so many things to do. Do not be surprised if you see a shield run showing up soon as well. The shield run was kind of like one of those hard to replicate once in a lifetime kind of things. And we need to show you guys that the shield is still alive and well and just as impossible to kill as ever. But with all of that said and done, I've got to get out of here. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching Recruit fill the screen with so much nonsense that it quite literally gets me killed. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one.